Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you a way to work on thoracic extension, and you can work on flexion as well, but in this particular drill we're also working on overhead mobility and improving our overhead mobility by releasing our lats, possibly our pec minors. So let's get into it. All you need is some kind of straight bar. It doesn't have to be very long. I'm using a lat pull down bar and a bench. Alright? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my elbows on the edge of this bench, holding on to the straight bar about shoulders width apart. And I'm going to kneel down right in front of the bench, and I'm going to sit back into kind of like a squat almost as I lower into this. Now you might find a part where you find a lot of stiffness right away. If you don't, go ahead and back up until you find where that stiffness starts. Okay? And you're going to feel most likely a very good lat stretch here. Now, I want to pair this, just like everything else, with my breathing. Get to that point of tension. Hold it there. Inhale through the belly. Exhale and see if you can find a little more range of motion. Now, what I don't want you to do is really crank on this down, because if your shoulder blades aren't moving around your rib cage, that glenohumeral joint is actually going to compensate and move around in that joint. So if you get any pinching in the joint, let's go ahead and modify this. Come a little closer and take a little bit less of a drastic approach to it. Ease the tension that you put into your arms, okay? Now if you want to increase this, since those lats go down and connect to my pelvis, what I can actually do is round my back a little bit, and that's going to stretch my pelvis a little more. This is perfectly fine because we're not loading the back. So go ahead and drop down into that stretch where you find tension. Use your breathing. Pelvic tilt a little bit to add a little bit more stretch to it. And the whole time I want you to keep your head neutral, maybe a little chin tuck, so you're not dropping into cervical flexion or forward head posture. Alright, give it a try.